Dear Janet and Renee, I've tried writing this letter so many times and can never seem to get it right. I almost gave up, but decided to send it this time and let the chips fall where they may. I hope my words will make sense and bring you both some closure and peace. You both deserve that, and I certainly owe it to you to try. I hope I get it right. I know I was tough on both of you and didn't give you nearly enough love or attention when you were little. I didn't appreciate the precious moments when they were happening. I let my awful stubbornness get in the way of so many good times we were supposed to share. I spoke when I should have listened. I judged when I should have understood. I was so angry and lost after your mother left us and didn't know what to do with those feelings. My anger clouded my common sense and many of my decisions. You bore the brunt of that, and I can't forgive myself for acting in those ways. I certainly don't expect you to forgive me. I just want you to understand, so that you know deep in your hearts that none of it was your fault. You were caught in the crossfire of two very dysfunctional adults who chose each other for the wrong reasons and created an impossible mess for ourselves and the two of you. Looking back at all of it, I know that's why I decided to move out here. I felt shame and humiliation shadowing me everywhere I went. The only way I could see to get out of the mess I'd created was to get away from everything and try to find a new life on this tranquil little piece of land in the middle of nowhere. I've spent the last part of my life trying to make sense of things, and especially all the mistakes I made. I imagine you saw me as a coward when I moved out here, but I want you to know that I did it because I couldn't take the disappointment in myself anymore. I had to be alone and try to stop the echoing pain in my head. I know it saved my life, and it was never about punishing you or running away from you. That was the last thing I would ever do. It's been incredibly humbling to realize that most of the problems in my life were created by me. I saw enemies and threats where they didn't exist. I made up stories and agendas that weren't there. I looked at the world through broken glasses and saw a broken world. It cost me years of my life and your lives. I know I will never have those years to redo, and it's almost more than I can bear. I'm so very sorry for everything I did wrong and got wrong. Please know that I'm not asking you to forgive me. I just hope you can understand me a little better. If there's one thing I could ask of you in this life, it's to try to find each other again the way you did when you were young and sweet and innocent. Forget about me and your mom. Try to remember what it was like when the two of you played in the backyard, or had sleepovers in your tent, or built fortresses out of pillows and blankets, or stuffed yourselves with marshmallows and laughed so hard that you cried. I know it's silly, but that's still how I picture you both. I know that's my stubbornness again, holding on to things that aren't here anymore and refusing to let them go. But it's a good stubbornness. It's the kind I should have held on to when it mattered more. Now that I'm gone, I pray that you'll both spend some time out here and try to heal some of the wounds I caused between you. You can bring your kids, and maybe they'll help you on your journey. They're beautiful and full of life, just like both of you were. And I'm confident you'll make better decisions with them than I did with you. The house and land are yours to keep. You're both equal owners, and it's up to you whether you preserve the property in our family or decide to pass it along to someone else. Please do whatever is right for both of you. There's no obligation to keep it. It meant something to me, but it may not mean anything to you, and that's all right. If you do choose to keep it, I hope it brings you nothing but happiness. It's beautiful here year-round, but it's especially beautiful in the fall when the leaves turn. I hope you'll at least keep it through this fall so you can experience that wondrous change of season. It's awe-inspiring, and it gave me the strength to carry on during many difficult years. I'm at peace now and watching from wherever I might be. Watching, not judging, smiling, not scowling, blowing all the kisses I can through the wind. I hope they reach you and your beautiful children. I'm going to try my best to be the soft, fuzzy teddy bear you wanted rather than the porcupine I somehow became. I hope I can get it right this time. I'll never stop trying. I love you both forever.